Whoa, no to climate change, no to global warming, no more fossil fuels, no more deforestation, no more urbanization, reduce transportation, carpool people.
No to global warming. No to meat. No to dairy.
No to, wait a minute. Did you just say no to meat and dairy?
Why, yes.
But this is an anti-global warming protest.
Oh yes, I understand. And I have every intention to advocate against global warming and greenhouse gas emissions.
What does eating meat and dairy have to do with climate change and greenhouse gas emissions?
Oh, well, a lot of things really. The animal agriculture industry is actually the second leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions behind fossil fuels, and it is also a leading cause of deforestation, pollution, and water consumption.
Really?
In fact, according to Climate Nexus, about a third of the world's land and a sixth of global fresh water is devoted towards growing livestock. One study from the American Chemical Society showed that replacing beef alone in American diets with plant-based alternatives would require 90% less land and produce 96% less greenhouse gas emissions. Hundreds of millions of tons of these gases could be saved if people didn't eat animal products. This is why I'm advocating that people try to eat less meat and dairy, especially if they try to do everything in their power to prevent global warming.
I see. Thank you for all that information. But I just have one concern. If people stopped eating meat and ate more vegetables, that would decrease our food supply to just plants. World hunger is a very serious problem, arguably as serious as global warming. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I can support vegan movement, knowing other people will suffer as a result.
Thank you very much for bringing up that concern. While it may intuitively make sense that not eating animals would decrease our food supply, the opposite is actually true. You see, according to Vandana Shiva in the Stolen Harvest, 40% of the grains and crops in the world go to feeding livestock. 40%! And in the US, that number rises to 70%.
Wow, those cows really have quite an appetite.
In fact, according to David Pimentel, professor of ecology in Cornell's College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, and I quote, "If all the grain currently fed to livestock in the United States was consumed directly by the people, the number of people who could be fed would be nearly 800 million. Million!
Wow, that's amazing. I never realized that. You know, I actually thought about vegetarianism and veganism, but I questioned whether I would have enough protein, calcium, and other nutrients. My husband and 2 children mostly eat meat. I'm afraid that if I make such a drastic change, we will become deficient in some nutrients and get sick.
I'm happy that you brought that up as well. You see, when appropriately planned, you can not only just survive on a vegan diet, but thrive and be healthier than ever before. Even the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, the largest organization of nutrition professionals in the world with over 100,000 practitioners, said that appropriately planned vegetarian, including vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases.
Whoa, I didn't know that either. However, I'm also pregnant and I'm being extra cautious with what I eat. My doctor told me I need to make sure I get all my appropriate vitamins and nutrients, and especially to get enough iron. My 2 children also play soccer and are very active, so I'm afraid that the low amount of protein in plant foods will make them weak and drain their energy. I'm just not sure it's right for us.
Don't worry. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics also said that vegan and vegetarian diets are appropriate for all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, adolescence, older adulthood, and for athletes. Vegetarians and vegans are at reduced risk of certain health conditions, including asthmatic heart disease, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, certain types of cancer, and obesity.
Unbelievable! I guess there really is nothing more to worry about then. Now I can really see myself decreasing my animal product consumption to help sustain the environment and make myself a healthier, happier person. I'm not sure I can be entirely vegetarian or vegan. However, my family is very traditional, so we have turkey on Thanksgiving and treat ourselves to Black Angus or another steakhouse occasionally. I just don't see myself being an actual vegetarian.
That's okay. Just making conscious efforts every day to eat plant-based options will help your family and the environment immensely. You know, most people think of veganism as a strict diet, and if you eat an ice cream cone forgetting that it isn't vegan, you're no longer vegan and you're a disgrace to the movement. Veganism is really an ideology, not a diet. According to the Vegan Society, veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. What does this mean? This means that if you try your best not to eat meat or dairy every day, that's good enough. Notice how I said all forms of exploitation. This includes fur, leather, honey, and any other product you can think of that uses animals.
You know, I think I can do this. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome, and thank you for listening.
I'm glad I met you, and I think you can contribute immensely towards fighting global warming and about the animal agriculture industry.
No more climate change. No more global warming.
No
No more
more
meat and dairy.